Welcome to Partners in Ministries. I'm your host, Dan Smith, and today my guest is Rob Ackerman. Rob is the president and CEO of God's Ways Ministries in Iowa Falls, Iowa. Well, welcome, Rob, and thanks for joining me.
Thanks, Dan. I'm glad to be here.
To get things started, why don't you give us a brief history on the God's Ways Ministries, how it got started, all that kind of stuff.
God's Way Ministry, I got it started. I have fought with addiction for many years and went through treatment, went through sober living house. And, in that time, I found the Lord, got baptized, turned my life, my will over to God. And going through the sober living house, I grew this huge passion to help other people in addiction. And hit the road, prayed, and it was time to put it in action. So I just decided to open a ministry, open a line of communication with other people and family members with addicts in their family, and see whatever I could do to help them. God's way.
Yeah, that's awesome. Our life experiences give us a passion for a group of people that were like us or gone through, and that's obviously part of what you've done. How has he prepared you to be the president and CEO?
I believe he's prepared me because I've lived and I've experienced the things that these gentlemen have gone through. I shouldn't say just gentlemen. We're reaching to a point where we want to expand to a female side of it as well. But he's given me a life experience of up and downs, and but he's conditioned my heart and my drive just to share love and build discipleship with these guys. And the passion. He's given me this clear vision. I mean, crystal clear. When I say clear, I mean crystal clear vision that he's provided for me on how we should work this program and how we should incorporate God into our recovery life every day, living, just sometimes going back to the basic skills of life and how we can do it and enjoy and share that love and receive that love that God pours out on us.
Sure. So give us an idea of who you're serving today, the type of people, as well as the geographic area that you're ministering to.
So right now we're located in Marshalltown. Our house, we have a sober living house in Marshalltown, Iowa. Got 9 men in it. It's filling up quick. Our guys should say I got 9 beds in there. We got 5 guys in there. We just picked up 2 more guys today as we're speaking. It's the people in addiction that want to strive to be better. Need a safe place to go. Need a loving, safe environment. Guys that understand the same thing that we're going through. Keep in mind too that I still work the program just as everybody else. I walk shoulder to shoulder. I'm not above anybody. If anything, I'm a mentor of Christ. I'm just the recruiter and the messenger. He's the boss, So what we do is we just we serve everybody in the state of Iowa. Whoever is willing to come and wants to come and better their lives. It's a year-long program. A minimum year-long, maximum 2-year program, and so men that are wanting to get their family back, wanting to get their life back, because ultimately we have to change ourselves first before we get anything else back.
Sure. One of the things that God is really good is transforming our lives. He takes us where we are, accepts us where we are, loves us just as we are.
Absolutely.
And then he begins to change us into the person he created us to be. Give us an idea how God is using this tool in terms of what people would look like before entering the program, the length of stay and type of transformation happens while they're in the program, and then what they look like when they graduate and are ready to leave.
I would like to think that the guys that come into the program are new, kind of what I call flirting with God. You know what I mean? That new into recovery, on fire for it, want to change their life, want to do something different, but missing that puzzle piece. When we welcome them into the house, it's a structured program where you hit your meetings during the day. Or during the week, you got to do your 2 biblical meetings, such as church or Celebrate Recovery or something to do. We hold them accountable. Show them that there's fun in recovery. Show them that there's fun in being a Christian today, because a lot of times, let's be honest, a lot of times people are like, they keep their Christianity, their religion into a shadow, almost is what I call it, because they're not ready to speak life. And as they work through the program, like I said, it's a year-long program, or 2 years if they have to. But when they're ready to walk away, I want them to be on fire. with the Lord, with recovery, and get out and speak their life and share the love to other people who are be a mentor to these other people that are coming up. I mean, I think our number one goal is as Jesus asked us to do, is to show love and build discipleship. So I want these men to become men of God and become father of their children again, and a husband of their for their wife, and a brother, and be able to stand on their own 2 feet and shout and speak loudly from the mountains their life and who they were, and not have any shame in their life, and who they created themselves to be today.
So it sounds to me like basically what you're saying is that the way your ministry is working, um, you're using recovery to call people to God and then to leave as a godly man rather than the other way around, calling people to God to do recovery. The idea is that they've got a relationship with Christ when they leave. That relationship is growing, and it's an ongoing thing of which recovery is one of the tools. But ultimately, we're trying to connect them with Christ and to get them to grow in the Lord, right?
Absolutely,
Mhm.
absolutely. Because a lot of people, um, when they come in, they're missing that puzzle piece in their recovery, and sometimes they're like, maybe it's God. Maybe I don't know who God is. Maybe I'm not willing to turn my life and turn my will completely over to God. And we want to create them into a godly man in the recovery world.
We know that one of the things that God has given us to help us stay the course and to grow is a local church. Are some of the men able to connect with a local church and begin to develop the relationships that would last for ongoing recovery and growth that way?
Absolutely, absolutely. In Marshalltown, there's several churches in there that are more than happy and more than willing to, I mean, open their doors and let the guys walk in, open, with love, and come in there, sit down. There's a few churches in town that are Journey Church, and forget the other name of it, Dan, but they're getting ready to start a program, like a celebrate recovery program or a life recovery program. Um, the Cornerstone Recovery Church in Ames, or Cornerstone Church in Ames, has a great program. They've actually given us some gas cards to allow guys to come down there on Monday nights and stuff. Encourage the guys to come down and just enjoy a meal and a great recovery meeting. And all of that. The best part about it, it's God speaking to us in recovery. Because it's in my eyes, there's one book, and that's the big book, and that's the Bible. So it's that we want the guys to get in there and just show that people do care and love you for who you are today, not who you were a month ago, who you are today in your recovery and striving to be a better man.
Yeah. I know when we go through, or at least for me anyway, go through these kind of challenges, the enemy has a tendency to isolate us, which digs a deeper and deeper hole. And it sounds like what God's able to do through your ministry is to reverse that and actually get you connected more and more with a community that's going to watch your back, support you, encourage you. It sounds like, is that right?
Absolutely, absolutely, 100%. We don't, even in our house, we don't encourage the guys to go to work, come home, and go in your room and watch TV. Go home, make a meal with a guy, sit down, enjoy a meal with your other brother in the house, and lock arms with them, because it takes all of us in this fight to fight it, and to become a better men, because we can't do it. As soon as we think we can do it on our own, down the hill we go. You know what I mean? So,
How are, let's say that I know somebody that might benefit from your program. Uh, how do people get connected with God's Way Ministries?
we have a website. It's God's Way Ministry Iowa. Just Google us. We're on, the website. We got Facebook, we got Instagram, and it's God's Way Iowa.com. And it's got all of our information on there. We'll be posting on there some of the fun trips we take the guys with. I know on October 2nd, we're going to Marshalltown. There's a mobilized recovery group that's going through the United States. Guys, guess what? Mandatory. We're all going. Take the day off work. We're going. We're going to jump in the vehicle. We're all going to go down there and do it and grab a meal and just love and just have fun. You know what I mean? October or March 1st, we're jumping in a van. We're cruising to St. Louis. Iron sharpens iron. So let's go. You know what I mean? August 31st.
You did a lot of things.
Yeah, we're doing things. August 31st, we're going to Boone, Iowa to a recovery retreat. So over 1,200 people there, a bunch of different vendors. Everybody in the state of Iowa shows up, and we're all going. You know what I mean? That's what we got to do. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if I wanted to get involved in your ministry and help support it, what are some ways that I could do that?
We just look for community support. You could like I said, reach out to us. All of our information's on there. Some of the things that we may be looking for is just help in the community. Help if people want to help out financially. If people want, they can donate money. Um, they can, however they got to do it. If people want to help out with different items in the house, they can reach out to us. I know we take like the guys need laundry soap and stuff like that, all the different things. Um, the cool thing about I what my ministry is and what I wanted to do, it's not me doing it. I'm not doing any of this work. It takes you, me, the neighbor, the person in the other town, the person in the other state, whoever's got a passion to help people in recovery and realize that they're not horrible people because they're not. Some of the best people come out of recovery because they don't know who they are because they've lost it in addiction. So just the support in any way someone can help out, we appreciate all of it. And like I said, our website, contact information, everything's on there. Um, we take help in any way we can get it.
Super. Well, Rob, thanks so much for your time. That's a great overview. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much for having us.
Hey, if you got any questions or if you'd like to learn more about God's Ways Ministries, you can see their contact information here on the screen. You can also find it in the show notes for this website on our website, as well as in the description of this YouTube video. If you'd like to support God's Ways Ministries financially, again, you can find online links to do so both in the show notes as well as the YouTube description. So on behalf of God's Ways Ministries, Rob Ackerman, and Partners in Ministry, I want to thank you for joining us today. And until next time, let's get out there and serve as Christ serves.
Amen.